There are certain types of costs which people who study economics need to understand. The first is opportunity cost. And what that means, for example, is that if I go to a corner shop and I can afford to buy a bar of chocolate or a bag of crisps, but not both, then the opportunity cost of me buying the bar of chocolate is that I cannot also buy the bag of crisps, and vice versa. I think I once read somewhere that the opportunity cost of something is the true cost. I'm not saying that's true, I'm just saying that is a proposition you may come across if you study economics. Another cost is scarcity cost. And I remember my first ever economics lecture many years ago, and the lecturer said that economics is about the study of scarcity, but only of commodities we actually want. And he made the point we do not obsess about the price of rotten eggs, because generally speaking people do not want to buy rotten eggs. Scarcity costs are the cost of something relative to how many there are of something, relative to how many people want them. So for example, a bag of crisps, lots of people want them, but there are lots available in the shops. So the cost is low, the scarcity cost is low, and so the price is low. Original paintings by John Constable are much more scarce, and so they're much more expensive. Costs tend to be scarcity costs, and are there any exceptions to that rule? A third type of cost, and I think this is an original statement, I'm not sure anyone has said this before, is that every cost is arguably a labour cost. Everything you spend money on presumably represents somebody's labour at some point. Are there any exceptions to that? I can't think of any. So you may say, but labour cost, scarcity cost are the same thing. In a sense, yes, because not everybody's labour is worth the same. Most of us expect a plumber to earn more than a hairdresser, unless it's a very famous hairdresser, or one with famous clients. And most of us expect a hairdresser to earn more than the shelf stacker in a supermarket. It's about the scarcity of certain abilities. If I stack shelves in a supermarket, then I'm doing something which almost anyone can do. And so the scarcity cost doesn't really apply, and the wage tends to be low for that particular job. If I'm a really good hairdresser with celebrity clients, then I'm a much more scarce commodity, and I can probably charge a very high price to my clients to reflect that scarcity. But nevertheless, the wage you pay to a hairdresser and the wage you pay to a shelf stacker at a supermarket, they are both labour costs. So it is arguable that every cost is a labour cost, because everything you spend money on represents to some extent somebody's labour at some point down the line. And the study of costs in economics is an important part of it, and something which I'm sure I will be reflecting upon in future videos.